Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Maintenance Kid here again, bringing you another maintenance video. Today I'm going to be putting a faucet and a drain on this sink. This is a sink that we have in our apartments. It lasts a little while, but with the property being 10-15 years old, things are starting to wear out and feel aches and pains. So I'm going to give this sink a new faucet, new drain. I'll try to get it all in the video here. I'm going to do it outside just so that it's easier to see, especially for you new guys. The only things we're going to need for this video is to not do a nosedive, right? Try to prevent that from happening again. Let's see. Sorry for the crappy intro, guys. But you're gonna get it. Alright. I think you got a pretty decent shot. So all you're gonna need is some chan locks. Obviously your faucet. And I prefer to use this guy. It's a homemade tool based off of a real tool. You can pick up the real tool, but I made this whenever I was in a pinch, and whenever I was taking a faucet off, these little wings right here, they like to break off, and so I was under a sink one day, and they all broke off, and so I made this little tool to see it locks into all the little channels and gives you bite everywhere. Probably not as best as the tool that they make, but gets the job done, and I have no problems with it. So first things we're going to do is take our faucet out. Right. Sometimes these little bottom pieces remove, so just make sure you got the bottom piece of plastic in there. Drop them down in the hole. We're gonna get these, finger tight enough to stop the play in it. Yep, so we got that. You want it to be, straight and centered. Best you can. The golf cart's rolling away on me. Hold on, let me set the brake again. The brake's been slipping out here lately. We gotta look at that. So then I tighten down on it. And I'm doing it outside the sink, or outside the vanity, just so that you can see everything easier. Right? Gives a nice score. She ain't going nowhere. So the faucet's on there now. And now we're going to move on to the drain. Right? So there's different parts of this guy. Let me take it out. Sorry about that, my plastic blew away. Stop the litter, guys. But yeah, so you have two pieces. You got the pop-up part of it, and you got the drain part of it. Right now we're going to focus on the drain part. Yep, so first thing you got is your stopper right here in the middle. It comes out. We can set that aside, we'll use it later. Alright, and this is like the rim cap right here. And then you got a puttyless washer, meaning you don't have to use plumber's putty. Uh, then you have the washer. Let me unscrew this so you get a better view of everything. And when you're dealing with these guys, be careful because these threads are very sharp. If you're not careful, you'll squeeze on this and pull on it, and you'll get razor cuts in your hand and not even know that you got them. But yeah, this is another gasket that goes on the bottom of the sink. This is like a friction gasket, and this is all the locking nut that holds it all together. This is the body. In here you're gonna have two. Well, so like this one only has one in it, but the other gasket will be on this when we go to put that on there. So yep. Alright, so here we go. So first thing we do is take this top cap off with the puttyless washer and thread this guy down. That's not all the way down, but it should be decent. Yep. So this is the tricky part. You're gonna have to hold this in the bottom. You're gonna take your puttyless washer, put it inside the sink like so, and then take your beauty ring right on the top of it, and if I can quit sweating in my sunglasses, I can see. Alright, so you're gonna screw it down. I didn't bring this down far enough, so I'm gonna loosen them up, give them a good little jab. Now I like to tighten the one inside the sink all the way down. Make sure it runs out of thread. Yep, and now I can tighten this guy up. And you always want to make sure that you're holding it on the inside, because if you're spinning this, it'll also spin that too. So yeah, so you want to prevent that from happening. And at some point it's going to make more sense to grab with the chain locks. Quit bugging me, bug. And now it's tight enough to hold itself, so I can take my hand off the inside. And you want to tighten this down. Snug, right? Yeah, and see, that washer got crammed down in there real nice, creating a real nice seal. And when you're doing it, you also want to check to make sure that your gasket's not seeping out on one side and blowing through, you know. This one looks nice. It's all confined and tight and secured and housed in there. Another crank for good luck. Yep, another crank for good luck. So now time for the pop-up. Right, so obviously if you do it outside your vanity, you're going to have more elbow room to work, and you can see from different angles just by moving the sink around. Or if it's stuck in one little spot, you're going to be stuck in that one little spot, right? So so we got multiple parts to this guy, right? So we got 3 different parts. So you get your pull rod that you pull up on that has a nice little top on it. He's going to go down in your little hole. Then remember how I was telling you that you're going to need 2 washers inside this little hole. So this is the first one. I'm going to throw you guys a curveball here. Some drains have like 2 of these, and some have 1 of each. Whatever it comes with is what you're going to use. But yeah. So the bigger one goes in there if that's the option, and then on the long side with the ball, the long side, you're going to put your washer, but you want to look at your bevel, right? You see how it kind of bevels? I don't even know if I'm picking. Yeah, so it bevels, into here, and you want to make sure that the ball goes around that side of it, not the other way, or you won't get a good seal. So you put it on there like so. Put all your locking nut on there. You're going to want your stopper. This is the two-hander job part there. Well, trash went flying. Okay. So now what I want to do is put your stopper in there. And the stopper, see, this isn't right in the middle on this kind. Some of them are, some of them not. Like I said, whatever you have is what you're going to use. I prefer putting this against the side that the pole is going into. It seems like it gives it a better lock. And with it on the other side, it seems like it could slip out easier. But I'll carry you over here with this. So as I'm putting the stopper into this, I don't know why my tripod is being all loosey-goosey on me. Alright, well, aha. So, I think you guys can see the bottom of the stopper right there. Right? Yeah, you can clearly see it. My fingernails aren't small enough to take it back out again. Yeah, see it coming in the frame there. See, that's on the far side. I like it to be over here on this closed side. So I'm gonna put it down in there, and then I will take, like I said, with the nut, the washer, the ball, and then the short side goes right inside there, and it's gonna go right into that little hook on the stopper. Yep, and then you tighten it up. Right, so yep, the stopper's down in there. Put your washer back on here, and like I said, the ball, the washer, and then the nut, and you thread it right into the hole, right? And when you tighten up on it, I'm just doing this hand tight for now. It's coming up and down, but I feel it dragging. It feels like it's hitting the backside. It feels like it's hitting the backside of the pipe. So I'm gonna sand this little corner right here down. I've had one or two do this before. We ordered the White Falls faucets, so if anyone else is ordering the White Falls faucets and having to sand this down a little bit, leave a comment and let me know. Alright, so I hit him with the little sandpaper for a minute. Went ahead and put him back in. And as you can tell now, he moves free as a bird. Yeah, so I'm not sure why they're coming like that. Maybe it was just a bad batch. I'm not sure. But if you happen to run into that, it could be resolved just by hitting it with a little bit of sandpaper. You don't have to take off a lot of material, just enough to stop that. So now, yep, we did the faucet, did the drain, we got the stopper in. Now we need to connect the stopper, the ball rod to the pull rod using this here connector rod. He goes up here with the little hook part on top that screws in and tightens in up here, and whenever it gets tightened up, it moves and moves this up with it. So it doesn't necessarily matter which how far up you can put this, as long as let's see what we're looking at. Okay. Yeah, it don't really matter how far you put it up, as long as it don't go past the bottom ball, right? Or the bottom hole, I should say. Like it could go right here, right? That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna put it somewhere right in that area. Yeah. And then first thing you want to do is back this little thumb bolt out. Put it up in there. Tighten down on them. Right. And then whenever you hook this up, the biggest, most important thing that you want to remember is you want to make sure that the pull rod is all the way down. And you want to have to pull this up a little bit, right? You want to have to pull it up a little bit, put it in there, and figure out exactly where it needs to go. So yeah, this one's gonna go in the bottom hole for me. And then you got this little connecting band. It's got a particular kind of little bow in it. A lot of people will get them and they'll crush them, like squeeze them like this. But the issue is the way that this thing works is it goes by the tension that it's pushing down on it to keep it flat, right? To keep it on here. So here we go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So one side goes on there. Then you want to put your pull rod on there. And you put the other band on there, boom. And now she's tight. It's all the way down. That one's all the way down. Because if you don't get that just right, you're gonna have to be pulling up to this level to actually get the stopper to come up. We don't want that. So yep, that'll give us everything that we need, the full motion of the stopper. Now I'm gonna go put this sink in. I'm not gonna do a video on it for link's sake. Next time I will, but but I did want to give you guys a video on how all this connects with everything. Which, like I said, I hope that doing it outside made it easier to see everything, get around everything. And I'm gonna tighten this guy up. But you don't want to do it so tight that you can't move it. But it's all good now. So yep. So to put this sink on in the vanity, but you got to take the old one out and hook up these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little tabs all the way around. They're held in with special brackets and bolts that just screw into the side of the vanity. I'll do another video on that later, but for time's sake, this is. Hey guys, real quick here. If you're tall like me, or you don't like putting your back on the cabinet right here, you know, whenever you're up underneath here changing the sink out or something, if you're removing the whole sink, you can undo the lines from down here. Right. The 2 lines. Pull the sink up because you're taking it out anyway. Hook the, undo the top of the lines up here and put them on, your new sink right here. Slide it down in the pole and in the hole, and now you're not laying on this, jabbing it into your shoulder. But that's just a quick tip, especially if you're, replacing the whole sink. But yep. Alright guys, so I went ahead and installed this this sink here. All the bolts all the way around that I was talking about before. And there's on the other side too. Like I said, you can undo these down here, pull the whole thing up, take these off, put these on the new one, and then drop it down and tighten these up, and that's what we did. And see, this stopper's working good. I don't see no leaks, no drips. Let the water fill up a little bit. Oh. Yeah. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Dry as a bone. Another big thing, another big tip is to use bowls and buckets and cups, and use, things that people just leave in vacants behind. We grab, and we have a couple of smaller bowls to fit up under, tight little areas that, a big mop bucket wouldn't be able to fit in here. Like for the P-trap, you don't want a huge mop bucket, because then you have to, angle it to get it in, and then that means you have to angle it to get it out, so you can only fill it up so far before water starts pouring out. Another maintenance tip that I didn't do for a while whenever I first started, well, partly because no one told me, but so our cabinets, we got a fake front and a fake front, a small drawer and a larger drawer. If I'm underneath the sink, I pop out everything I can. I open door, this door up, I pop them out, because see, it's easier for me to just reach in here. There's another one that's right here, right, that would be a pain for me to have to go up underneath the wood and around, But yeah, so my phone storage is getting low, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. But yeah, then whenever I'm finished, they just snap in, and I'll do the other one the same way. Yep. throw my drawers in. And voila, everything's put back in. It saves so much time instead of having to, this is the biggest part, is having to move all this stuff. Like if this stuff wasn't here, it probably wouldn't be that big a deal, but it always is, right? Because I mean, this is part of their storage. So I just take the drawers out. It's a lot easier and a lot more efficient to just go ahead and throw them, pull them out real quick, and we can pop them right back in. But yep, thanks for watching the Maintenance Kid videos. So guys, thanks for watching the Maintenance Kid channel. We try to upload maintenance videos as much as possible. We won't blow your stuff up, but you know, we want to produce good videos. So yep, that's how you install a pop-up assembly on the bottom of a sink. So you can like, comment, and subscribe down on the bottom. Like I said before, if you guys are ordering these pop-ups and it's giving you the issue where it's too long down in the drain and rubbing on the back side of this wall, leave a comment down below. Let me know that I'm not the only one and I'm not crazy, guys. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. You could hit that subscribe button, and and you'll see all the notifications of me posting the videos whenever I post them.